Super Bowl 63. The Chicago Bears taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Who will take home the final Super Bowl of the decade? Super Bowl 63 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
One thing we often talk about is setting the tone in a game. How about this? They came after him on play 1 and put him on the turf and forced an incompletion.
Something for him to think about immediately right off the bat.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to back off either. I think that they had success on the first play. Typically, when a defense does that, they've announced to you that this is what they plan to do throughout the game.
So now they'll throw here. They'll go. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Pulled in at the 24. Punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said, and that's something he's going to focus. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson in there for... The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Akers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches at the 13.
2nd down and inches. The throw complete to Cam Akers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Bears have taken the early lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Gibson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Joe Mixon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. He's going to get his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. The toss play to Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
15-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The escapability and evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
These two teams all tied after one. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. A beautiful spin. Containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right.
Back right around the 30.
Loss of 6 yards.
You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They were trying to set up that screen, try to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 25-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. Got a man over, and it's Ross. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On the toss, Mixon. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up. 2nd and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Less than a yard.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. up in a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
The pass.
No gain, and it's second down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And 10 at the Bears' 15-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Wants to try to add the PAT. Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A good throw here, finding Pascal. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fair catch made at the 16-yard.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's a run with Mixon, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2 brings up
another try for Mixon, and he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Bengals add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sensibly.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a toss running left, Akers. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
At the 23-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 2nd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. He's got a Bengals 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
For the Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
10 more yards.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got it with the 15. And for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And he's got it up and through. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
The pass. Complete.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things.
34-yard line.
That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor. And able to rip off a big shot. 27 yards there, a first down.
At the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 11-yard touchdown. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chicago offense set to get started. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But the man is Komet, the tight end. Not much
same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Cam Akers. It's a gain of 5.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Cole Kmet. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
Touchdown, Bengals.
What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders. And some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Gets him that time, down he goes. Carl Lawson, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Pascal's got it. Get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Cam Akers. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
Zero.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know it.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
10 more yards.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
46-yard line.
Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title.
7.
For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.